Are you looking for more protection on the front of your Kawasaki Mule Pro FXT? Or maybe you tore up the factory bumper, you're just looking for something a little more beefy? Well, SuperATV's got you covered with our heavy-duty, winch-ready front bumper, and today we're gonna show you how to get it installed on a Kawasaki Mule. What's up everybody, my name is Braden Adams. Welcome back to my garage, and today we're going to be showing you how to install SuperATV's heavy duty front bumper on this Kawasaki Mule. Here's the tools, let's get right to it. All right, so the first thing you're going to do is go ahead and remove the stop block, the hook, and your fair lead and mount off of your winch. We have a SuperATV Ready Fit winch installed on this, so you can just follow along if you have the same winch. If you have a factory, it may be just a little bit different. Now we're going to go ahead and remove our fair lead mount. All right, now we're gonna grab our bumper supports in the M10 by 80 hardware, install them right to the factory bumper mounting location, just like so. And then we're gonna grab one of the M10 nylock nuts, get it started onto our bolt, and we'll repeat the steps with the opposite side. I like to just sit the nut up in there and then hold it and thread the bolt into it to get it good and started. Now we're gonna start to install our bumper, but what we need to do is click our winch into free spool and pull quite a bit of rope out. That way we can feed it through the bumper. What we're gonna do is grab the short M10 by 20 bolts with a M10 flat washer. We're gonna hold the bumper up here and then we're gonna thread it into the holes on the brackets here. When you go to do that, you need to make sure that you pull your winch rope through. And this is the time to where you need to take the fair lead from your factory winch or your SuperATV Black Ops winch and install it using the same hardware to the bumper. Now, if you don't want to run a winch, that's okay. We send a block off plate, and if you have a 3,500 pound or a smaller winch, then we have an adapter to accommodate for your smaller fair lead. If you got a 4,500 or 6,000 pound winch, you just bolt your fair lead directly to it. So we're gonna grab the bumper, slide the rope through, and install it to our brackets. So you can do this by yourself, but it is a little bit of a job to hold the bumper up and line the brackets up. I did have some help, but all you're doing is taking the bumper and lining these holes up here with the threaded holes on the brackets that we installed first. You just want to make sure that you use the M10 by 20 millimeter bolts with a flat washer to get that attached. Now what I'm going to do is go to the bottom. I'm going to grab my M8 bolts out of the hardware kit with my M8 flat washers, and I'm gonna go through the bumper into the factory threaded holes. All right, so now we're gonna start our tightening sequence. Fully tighten these, leave everything else loose for now. That way we can adjust the positioning of our bumper. All right, so now we're gonna grab the top of the bumper, slide it onto the lower portion of the bumper frame, and we're gonna grab our M10 by 20s with our flat washer, and we're just gonna thread them right in to the threaded holes on the bumper mount. And this is also adjustable. Once we get all the hardware in, we're gonna start making our adjustments on our bumper to figure out where we want it. And as you can see, this slides all the way forward. We can rock this forward and in. I like to have a bumper as tight as possible to the machine. I think it looks the best. It's gonna look the cleanest. It's gonna follow the body lines. But that is totally personal preference. As long as you have the bumper to where it's sitting straight, everything's tight, you're in good shape. All right, so now we're gonna grab the upper tube, lay it on here. We're gonna grab the M6 hardware out of the kit, grab the M6 nuts as well, lay it up here, then get all the nuts started. And there's some adjustability to this as well. Just want to get it centered up and then we'll fully tighten it. And we're gonna tighten the 3 bottom bolts. So before we tighten these upper bolts here, we wanted to make sure that we pushed in on the bumper and got it at the desired location. So now we have all of our hardware tightened. We're gonna throw our clevises on. We're gonna reinstall our stop block and our hook on our winch. So once you have all your hardware fully tightened, that's all there is to it to install SuperATV's Winch Ready Front Bumper on this Kawasaki Mule Pro FXT. Be sure to check the description below to pick yours up today. And while you're there, drop a like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.